Yo ho, what's up, people? Welcome back to another live. I'm not sure who is watching, but whoever is watching, thanks for being here, guys. And yeah, it's a weird switch. And today we'll be continuing with the trick on AttackDefense, and we started that. So far we was fetching the subdomains, and we found two subdomains over here. From the trick, we tried the DNS transfer command. From there we fetch the admin. I think it was no, it was root.trick.htp, and the other one was the preprod hyphen payroll.trick.htp. This seems to be pretty fun box so far, although it's an easy box. But let's see where does it takes us. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. And with that said, welcome back to another live. And I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. If you're new here, consider subscribing and like the video if you find it interesting. Else, I cannot say much. So, if you're old one, like it, and if you're new, you think someone can benefit from it or in any manner, you can share it with others too. I know my vocab is dead, so can't say much, but yeah. Let's start with the box, and if you guys have any questions, shoot it in the chat. You can comment afterwards also if you're watching later, which I hardly believe someone watches the whole video afterwards, but yeah, jump into live, it's fun. So let's get back to the box. Okay, so yesterday, let me go all the way up. Okay, here we found there was a port 52. Using the dig, we found some domains here, like I just said, trick and the pre-prod payroll. So here is the thing that we have added this into the etc host, so we can access those hosts, and as we have added it into the same entry, we did recon on these two endpoints too, root.trick and preprod payroll.trick. So we found some interesting endpoints like user.php, headers.php, index.php, assets, login, home, ajax, database, readme, navbar, department, position, employee, payroll, position, image, etc. So I think it is going to be worth, and you can see here total 11 endpoints it actually crawled into the recursive format. So far that's all we have. So let's see from where we can start. And if we'll check here, we are still not sure if we did the FUF scan over the trick.htp. Let's do that on trick.htp too. Yep, this will be better that way. We will copy this, clear it here. No. Copy this, paste it here, and it's trick fuzz, and remove all of these. Press enter. I hope it will finish quick. And clear this. Okay, so far we have some stuff together. And in the results, we have found some interesting endpoints on what's that? Preprod hyphen payroll. It says the payroll, right? Is it possible that we might be able to find some other hosts there? Because if it's a pre-prod payroll, it can be anything else there too. So not sure, but we can check that later on if we find its need. Other than that, let's visit the websites of all three assets. Yo Alex, what's up? I am doing the trick that you requested, so I'm not sure if you was present yesterday, so not sure if you was watching yesterday. So far we have no problem, brother. So far we did the recon of the FUF scan, and we have found like total 3 domains using because of the DNS, as we found there was a port 53 open, so we tried the domain transfer over there, and because of the domain transfer we found that there are other 2 subdomains sitting in there. The one was root.trick and the pre-prod payroll.trick. I'm not sure how someone else found these. Could be the... Okay, no problem. So they must have used the vhosts if they didn't find anything on their first end, or they could have done something else. But when there is port 53 open, you always check for if the domain transfer is open, and you can check if there is any sort of other endpoint or the another asset you can find there. This always not about like it can be only the trick .htp. Sometime you can even find the different host also. So this is how far we have reached, and for some reason I wasn't able to perform the FUF scan on the trick, which I am doing right now, but on the other 2 subdomains I have already performed. And there is one good one that I found over here. It's MP4, which I hardly see anywhere, and the other one is on the pre-prod payroll, This seems pretty interesting because it contains the payroll of PHP, employee position, top bar, department, navbar, readme, database, Ajax, home, login, asset, username, header, index. Oh, so many. So far, let's try. Now I'm trying to visit the domain, and let's go here, and we're gonna put the D over here, DNS domain transfer check. Yeah, but I'm trying to do it in my way, which I usually run through. So I'm just trying to think what I am thinking differently or what I am not thinking differently. I also see there is the SMTP port also. We can give a check on that also. So while we visit the websites, we can give the check on SMTP to see if there is any user using that service. So I believe we have the tool SMTP hashtag. It's username enumeration. We can try this and see if this will work. Verify. We can provide the word list here, and when we do, we have good amount of range of the IP addresses. And over here we can, I think, give the trick.htb. So this shouldn't cause any sort of problem here. And if we'll paste it here and press enter, this should try to get some username out of this. Although it's 50-50 if it will be able to fetch or not. If there is any user that is freely using it, that is also another thing. And it seems it has been found, which is way faster than I imagined. There is another one, which is mail. Nice. Let's see what else this box has. Now this is getting interesting. Or we should work on the... Oh, there is root. Let's side by side check the domains or subdomains that we have so far. And guys, if you're watching, consider like the stream. And this poison was end already, so let's see. Trick.htp HTTPS, oh not HTTPS, but it's gonna be HTTP. Copy this, enter over here, and it's gonna be the root dot trick. Next it's gonna be the preprod dot, not dot, it's hyphen payroll dot htb. If I've written the right stuff, enter. Oh, there are multiple ways to solve it. You will love this box. Yep, I'm trying. I'm trying to see what we can do in the first steps. I understand that. Coming soon, notify me. Okay, this is it for it. Nothing out of this. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. This seems to be a static page. So we can go all the way up to the trick, or we can just say we will be working with the trick only. I guess that would be better if we will just do that. Trick dot HTTP. Then root dot trick dot HTTP, and then preprod payroll dot trick dot HTTP. Okay, I guess this need to be moved up here. And it seems, yes. Now foothold will need a space. This write-up need a bit fix here. By the time we can... Okay. My machine is going crazy here. Okay, we have found this. When I visited the web page, it's a static web page with nothing to do much. Let's check if there is anything in the view source code that can make it alive. There is Google API, which doesn't make sense. There is the MP4 video. Let's give a check on that. And I just hope it don't give any sort of copyright. We can mute it, or it doesn't matter if it is mute or not. Okay, another waste of time video, I guess. This is pre-integrated with SP form. We have to get the API token. There is nothing. There's a script.js. Activate your format. This. Nothing interesting in here. Let's check what's in the JS script also. Empty. Pretty interesting. Even when I checked in the view source code, that's what it's view source page, view page source. It gave us nothing there. There are some pretty good users that exist here, and it seems the username count is pretty huge for this for some reason. We are finding new names by the time goes with the pin. Who would have thought there could be a username pin? Okay, I guess that's it. We don't have anything else here. So let's paste it. Remove unwanted stuff. We don't want to add or check anything else. So clear this. Under the assets, we have found the image, but that gives us nothing. Cancel it. The process has been interrupted. That means we are good with this. So let's jump onto the other subdomain and see what that holds. By the time we get the results of SMTP to SMTP user enumeration, and it seems I need to update this by going here. We can say SMTP user enumeration. And same thing using Metasploit, I believe. But so far we don't need that. So we will clean it back till here, and it's gonna be the user enumeration. Good. And that should fix it here too. Okay, it didn't. That's weird. It should have updated that. Okay, let's visit the root.trick. We are getting weird names here like that exist. Bin, game, man, news, root. And after checking all of these names, it seems to be a directory structure of Linux for some reason. Reset this, we can close this, and it seems same, right? Anything here that it's running a Magento? Nice. We don't have the version disclosure. It's also running the MySQL. That would be interesting. Let's put the asterisk here, send it. It's okay, it's nothing. And this also is the same static page as trick.htb. Nothing to check here too. Still waiting for SMTP enumeration to finish and work with that. But till then, let's jump on the next subdomain, which it could be. And see what that holds. Behold, whatever you want to hold. And this need to be go all the way up. We have results and some extra. We have results from the this, and what other this. Let's progress further. Okay, we'll go here, and we have found some pretty good endpoints. And it seems like a login page. Let's give a check on the view page source and see what the source code has to offer. I always check whenever there is a login page or some other service that seems pretty new or never encountered that. So we always check if there is anything different that we can find in the source code, because sometimes the source code disclosed pretty good amount of information. It could be information disclosure related to the service, it can be related to some other service, it can be related to a user. So always check the source code whenever you hit the any domain or any page that you're trying to interact with. Always check for the source code unless it's pretty straightforward on your face that this is how it is gonna run through. So do give a check over the source code. So let's see what the view page source has to offer, and we will word wrap it, zoom in a bit, and it seems employee payroll management system. And what the hell is this? Let's check. Employee payroll management system. Developed by Zoho for HRs. Let's see if, okay, I think we should put this whole if We're looking for a proper information, right? Let's see. Nothing different that I can see here, which don't waste my time. Let's see if we can find the name in here itself. Some CSS, there is some regular form in HTML, and we have a script here which is login form button, disable true, login, Ajax PHP. There is some sort of action login URL which is for the post request. There is data serialization working on it. Error will get console logged. There is also voting.php. We can also serve the page is equal to home. Pretty interesting endpoints, but other than this we don't have any information here. Payroll cover JPEG. Nothing in the script source that can reveal the information related to what sort of service they are using. Maybe we can check here. It's a Magento libraries. There is a PHP going on. We have MySQL again. And we can take the screenshot of this. Here we have found some good stuff like the MySQL. And seems I need to take the screenshot again. I'm not sure if I can expand these. Okay, this looks good. It's running Magento. It's running some data table library here that can be a bit fishy if it has some sort of exploit in it. And the bigger one is this and this. Nginx server, I'm pretty sure there might be some vulnerability into that too, but for now let's focus on these. And nothing there other than 2 or 3 endpoints with the param. Other than that, we have got some info from the Webalizer. Wrong spelling. Give me a spec. WAPPALYZER. Webalizer browser extension. The website is using the MySQL DB and PHP based framework Magento. lib 1js lib that I never encountered. With its name is data tables 1.10.21. First, let's check if there is any SQL injection here that we can perform and bypass the login, or we can also use the SQL map to perform the same action for us. Manual SQL injection. Automatic SQL injection using the SQL map. So we will try the both approaches, and the first one we're gonna try is the automatic. First, we'll try the automatic SQL injections using SQL map, so it can work in background. Then the manual approach, and see if that works. Okay, so first comes first, we need to log the request. Let's log the request using the burp suite because I find that easy. And we can also try the manual approach there. We can try the manual SQL injection there itself then. And it seems this need to go or come here. Ouch. Let's start the burp suite and save the login request on the local system in a file. Okay, let's power the burp suite here. So far I found this box interesting cause even though it's an easy, but it seems pretty mid-tier machine. And someone took only 31 minutes, which is pretty good time. And 1 hour to get the root. And reason why it's pretty slow and sturdy for me, like I said in yesterday live too, because I'm logging, I am working, I am reading the chat, I am doing 3 or 4 stuff at the same time. So I'm sorry if you're expecting me to go faster for some reason, but I cannot go faster. Okay, we put the burp and browser side by side. Give the admin and turn on the intercept. Put it in the flow, and the moment I hit the login, we should get the request. And here we got the request. Login request. We need to perform the SQLi. Copy this, paste, move this request to the where repeater, and then save it in the local system with some changes. Here let's just copy this request, send it to the repeater. We have it on repeater, and right click, copy to a file. File will go somewhere in the root. There is a media drive, CDF, HTTP. Yo, what's up, Hussein? How you doing? Then in the machines, trick. There we go. And we're gonna give this a name, payroll dot login. Save. Copy to file. Delete. No. Trick. I guess I cannot delete from here. So we will just take a screenshot. We have saved the file here. Give the name and press the save. Now let's run the SQL map on the request. Congratulations, sir. So how is it going? I think I should drop my affiliate link in the description. That might help you get 20% off. But I think as you have already bought it, so that doesn't make any difference, does it? So we will cancel this, go here. Yeah, but it seems like we are working around with the Linux box here, and it's just picking up all the usernames that are mentioned in the Etsy host. So we'll let it run as long as it satisfies itself. Till then we will run the SQL map. I don't think, yep, we need to fix the SQL map too. Go here and single target. This need 2 hashes. Run on to request files, then to request in one command without proxy. SQL map very slow, do you think so? It depends like how refined information you have provided to the tool, so it can work efficiently. If you are giving it like the necessary data that you already are known with, then it is pretty good. And it's also safe that you don't have to put more effort into putting up the like your brain to figure out which SQL exploit or injection will work for you best, because that will be the SQL map responsibility to figure it out. But sometimes SQL map does crack because of the request limit and the manual approach at that time around is best because it takes time. So that's why you should be known with both of the techniques. You should be able to perform the manual SQL injection along with the auto SQL injection. We will paste it here and we gonna provide the file name here. And guys, if you're watching, consider liking the video, which I always forget. But before that, change the parameter. No, we're not gonna change the parameter. We're gonna define the parameter in the request itself so it can pick from there itself. Rather, we are going to put the asterisk there because it has multiple parameters, but we can do the asterisk, but that will be extra effort, so I don't want to do that. Database, we already know which database it's using. MySQL, the database it's using. Let's give it a MySQL. I believe it's how it is entertaining in here, but whatever. The parameter is going to be the, which parameter should we go with? I think the password. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't work, it didn't work. So it's not on us. SQL map, we have given the request that we have added over here. This is a file. The parameter we're trying to exploit, the level of effort it's need, the level of risk it can try to work around with, the batch where we don't have to provide any sort of input to the SQL map. It will make its own decisions with the yes and no, and the DBS database, it will list the databases. Then it will also, like, we have defined that SQL map here that's using the SQL map, so it don't have to traverse multiple databases to check which database it's running actually. So with that said, cancel, clear, paste, enter, and let's let it work. And it seems there isn't any sort of WAF lurking here, and it says test shows the post parameter password might not be injectable. Are we putting the right word here, correct? The password is a password. Yes, this is a parameter. If it didn't work, it didn't work. If it worked, it worked. We are good with that. So let's copy this whole and paste it here. By the time it's running, let's give a shot on the manual SQL injection and see if that works. we have the request. We already have the request. So we can try the SQL injection in there. So let's go to the Burp Suite repeater. And try the injections there. We'll let it run behind the scenes, and over here we will try something very basics. We will put the single quote here and see what the response is. And it seems we have got a weird response here, and the problem here is it's pretty zoomed out. How can I zoom in? Is there any shortcut for this to zoom in? I don't see there is any shortcut for making it go zoom. Okay, we have to go for these settings then. Fonts, display, it should be 16. I believe that should be good enough. No, it won't be. Message editor, change font 16, enter. Not good enough. 18, enter. This looks good. Display can go back to 14. Yep. Now this should be clearly visible to you guys, I believe. And it will look good into the notes also. I did an attempt by giving the single quote in the password parameter, and in response we have got the let's see if it shows the same in render. And why it seems like some sort of SQL table. We got the num rows, which number was mentioned in the error. Which seems like the SQL table, I guess, or it can be something else too. Let's give it more full-fledged injection. And see how it reacts. We have given it this. Let's go with 1 is equal to 1, and afterwards we gonna give the hyphen. So we have commented out whatever is going to be afterwards the query, because as long as it serves the purpose where it will check the username, if it is something like this, select the login or like username from here and password is equal to something, then it will bypass the other check which comes after providing this parameter. It will comment out all the other information after from there. So the last it will only log is 1 is equal to 1. As long as that condition will become true for the admin login, it will let us log in into the environment. And give me a sec. If you're not able to understand how the query is getting settled, you can drop it in the chat and I can write the query. So, or maybe either way, let's do it right away. We are going to use single quote 1 is equal to 1 hyphen space hyphen injection to see if this can bypass the SQL user and password check condition. MySQL. Yeah, I do understand SQL injection fundamental. I understand what you are doing now. Good. At least someone is responsive. I'm not sure if how many of you are watching, but try to be a bit responsive, bit engaging, so it don't feel like that I'm the only one being dumb here and doing all the work. Thank you. The condition will look like some the why I am doing this is because I am checking if the condition is something like this. So if I put the SQL here, and now if I check SELECT select, we are trying to select the username from from where we are trying to figure out which table it contains from the users. If that's the username, or it can be something else, like it can be a username too, who knows, but we will go with the username. And there we are gonna check where the now here's the condition start from. We are selecting something from the username. We are just selecting the username from the users, where the username is going to be is equal to what we have already given here. It's gonna be the admin. And this is another condition that we are serving here, which it is gonna put in work. So it is checking, and the password is gonna be like is equal to whatever the password is set there. For the user admin, footprinting SMB, that would be pretty helpful when you will do the Windows machine. And word of advice, if you are working on the academy, go to the path, go to the job role path, and enroll to this penetration testing job role path, and then start this path. That will sort out the whole dashboard for you, like which module you should cover first and which module you should cover the later. And could you show me answer the last 1 plus 0? What is the full system path of the specific share format? I cannot show the answer, but I might be able to help you around that. Footprinting SMB. Give me a sec. If I'll go here, in the footprinting we have, if I'll drop down the table, SMB is a server message block service, and you're asking me to provide the answer. So the answer is going to be something. Wait a sec. Have you tried the who am I on the first connection that you must have done? I can understand that frustration. Try to check if you can perform the who am I, and that who am I should contain the username of that certain box, and the path should be like a regular path where you are saying /home/ the username, which is going to be a default path for that user. So you can check on that if that works for you. Or there is another way to check that is you can try this trick. While I'm doing the box trick, you can also try this trick. We can use, if you have the valid username and password for the SMB, you can try the crackmap.exe on that, and using the same you can check for the RID, if I'm not wrong. So you can check the what sort of other users are existing there over the machine. RID can expose the other users over there. So give it a try. And what we are doing is we are going to interrupt this logic and make it check the condition set by us, which will look like something this. The whole stuff will go same. You will see the magic now. If I will do the single quote, delete 1 and space 1 is equal to 1 space and do the double hyphen and hyphen, you will see that the other part has been commented out and it is not getting entertained in the same manner. Let's see if this has worked, and this did work. And we have got the databases here. So we're gonna try the same thing over here and see if that works. Interesting. It didn't. Okay, so then try to use the crackmap.exe. That will help you there better. It didn't work for the password as expected. What about this one? Okay. It seems the password is not impacted. But what if I will try this same over the admin? And give the password admin. Send. Oh, one space. Now. Pretty interesting. It should have worked. What are we missing here? I see. We're missing here is this. And I guess it's going to same here. So this shouldn't make much difference, right? What are we doing wrong here? We already have mentioned the user, but what is it that we are doing wrong here? Give me a second. Let's see what sort of injections do we have. No SQL injection or based. Okay, this highlight actually password or 1 is equal to 1. Will this work? It did. But doesn't seem we are in. We again broke stuff. So if I will do 1 is equal to 1 and comment out the stuff, it again worked. No, I'm not trying any sort of union base. I'm just trying if it, let's try the OR here. Or 1 is equal to 1, and we are gonna give it anything here and send it. It's working. What if I will do this? That'll finish it up. And it's did run, but giving the weird error. Do we have the session? Yeah, it is vulnerable to multiple injections, time-based, error-based, and boolean-based. In the boolean, it's trying to perform this one, which is in the password parameter. If I'll just copy paste this, and it is checking for the or not is equal to. So what it's gonna do is, if I'll put it here, double A, so now it's gonna do is, if I'll just put 1 is equal to 1, doesn't matter the number, so it's gonna check if this is not conditionally equal to 1 is equal to 1, then we will still get the login. But I guess we need to make it URL encode. Maybe that was the reason why it wasn't picking for. Okay. URL encode. Send. It is working, but at the same time it is not working. That's weird. If I'll just send it like this. Why the heck is it giving me that? If I will try it here, login, Incorrect. Yeah, that's what I was trying at first. And don't spoil it for me. See over here, I was trying the same. If it is going like this, all we just need to do is put it here, send it. Or maybe I need to put it here and send it. Do we need to URL encode it? Send. Pretty weird. It shouldn't do like this, I believe. What's wrong here? What is wrong? We are doing something wrong here itself. Ah, I see. We're not completing the string somewhere. Okay, got it. So it should be like this when we are submitting it into the injection, I believe. So if I will do Control Z, paste it here this time, send it. If I'll do the or maybe capital or, send it. Or not. We are in. So if I will cut, dang it, cut this and provide it here, send it. We got the rendered 3 and it seems to be working, but if I'll try to give it in the same running condition that will perform the login, it will should work successfully, I believe. So we can go like any of these ways, or instead if we go with just or condition here, it says the warning. That's what I am finding a bit weird. Is it because of this? If I will remove one more space here, space, sheesh, enter, URL encoded, send it. Doesn't change much. Or not. This does impact. Okay, let's try if any of these will work. Go to the proxy, pull it down a bit and double A, turn off the intercept, then the login. The first is weird looking request, and in here if I will Copy this whole and paste. Whoa. Copy this whole and paste it here. Turn off the intercept. Incorrect username or password. Turn on again. Send the login over here. Incorrect. Again. Put it here. Forward. Incorrect. I'm using this loggy G304. I'm not sure if it is visible here in any manner. Give me a sec, let me focus on it, if it will do. There, this is the one. Loggy G304. It cost me around I don't remember how much it costed me then. Let's see. Loggy Tech G304 Lightspeed wireless mouse. This is the one. Yep, this is the one. It was something around here. I guess it was around 25 or something. 2000 less, I guess. This is the one I have. You can program 2 of the side buttons and like most of these buttons with its external software. There seems to be something wrong with my request. Turn off, turn on, login. If I will put the payload here, and this time I'm not going with the OR and send it. Again, it says, pretty interesting. If I will go here and copy this whole, go to the perp, paste it, turn off the intercept, it says the incorrect again. So what is it that we are missing here? Login, remove this and this, forward, turn off. Are we doing something wrong here? Which obviously I don't find that's wrong here. Admin, we got this one, so let's copy this. For the proxy, turn off, turn on, login. Select this whole param and forward, turn it off. For some unwanted reason, it's giving me the again login. Go all the way there. Maybe it is because of this. Space. Or turn it off. Nope. Something is messed up here. Log in. What's wrong we are doing here? Is it because of the double comments that we are putting? No, we definitely need this. If I'll remove this one also, will it entertain? Forward? No, it didn't. Admin single asterisk, or maybe instead of 4, if I do the AND 1, okay, it is going to be OR because AND condition declares that it has to be there, but even if it is not there, that will bypass using the OR condition. Or 1 is equal to 1. We're gonna comment out everything afterwards. Forward it. There is something messed up here. Asterisk or 1 is equal to 1 space, finish the stuff here, and maybe I need to put it here. Password is going must here. That is the reason. So this is what I have mentioned here. Rather, it will go here instead. 1 removed. So what we did over here is we are just putting the condition over here. It will work, and after that, as you can see, this all has been commented out, so it won't get entertained in any manner with the double hyphen. And we need double hyphens here too. We're gonna copy this all and forward it. Okay, let's give one more shot if this works this time. Space hyphen forward. What's wrong we are doing here? We can see that it is working pretty perfect here. One is equal to 1. We are giving it the admin. From where for user, where username is equal to admin. 1 is equal to 1. Or 1 is equal to 1. Check that certain condition and perform the calculations. We are going with the same stuff. Remove the username here and the password from here. But something seems to be missing. Forward, turn off. Got it. It's not liking how we are doing it. Space hyphen, could that be a reason? Copy this. Okay, something we are missing here, I guess. If I will go with my username, turn off the intercept. It's not working. And the thing is, why it is not working? Because if we check here, it should work, and it is expected to work because we are killing the string here, and it should take us for granted. We are just trying to bypass the login where we have mentioned that this is going to be the user, or 1 is equal to 1 is the condition that we are setting, and afterwards we are just commenting out everything. So why is it misbehaving like this? Let's check this. How will this impact here? Copy this, send it, paste it here with space removed. That could work, but the thing is, if it worked there, why it's not working here? And we are sure we cannot check with the password, because if it is an AND condition, it's not gonna work. But if I will do it something like this, or not 1 is equal to 1, there is something messed up with our commenting here. Or not. No, the semicolon is required because that semicolon is killing the whole condition that it will check afterwards. So it should check till here. But you could be right. So let's try to remove the semicolon and forward this. And it's still not working. Select whole, and if I will one and cut this, paste it here. Now if I will check send, it's not working. I never use semicolon. My worked through. That's the same thing I'm thinking. What's wrong here? Because even if I have removed the semicolon, and let's try this payload then. We are putting it into the username this time. No, it didn't work. Admin or condition checked. I am just giving it a simple one comment forward. It didn't work. Double hyphen, backslashes. Maybe this could work. Forward. Even that didn't work. Pretty weird. If I'll remove this, without any asterisk or something. Forward this. This also didn't work. Yeah, that's the same thing I'm using. I'm adding the admin or 1 is equal to 1 double slash comment here, and there is nothing different what you did and what I am doing. Copy this, forward this, and it's not letting us enter. But if you will say that you're not doing it over the admin but over the password, we can still send it forward, and it still didn't work. Either the machine is broken or there is something that is preventing us from the check. Because if we work around the logic that I have set it over here, this is how it should be working. And if I will put the semicolon here, that should kill all the other checks that I'm putting here. So this should be the last check it should work on. Okay. So you say if I will just go like this, instead of or not, we can put it like this and turn off the intercept. It shouldn't check what's over here, but we are still gonna log it because we can check what the heck we're doing wrong here. Okay, let's double hash over here, copy this, log in. Didn't work. Remove the semicolon, send. It's not working. And why it's not working, I'm also not sure. But if I will try it here, admin colon, oh, it shouldn't be working there. Instead of or not, it is going to be the or, and if I will cut it till here and paste it here, and this time I will try this over here, login. It didn't work there too. I am also thinking the same, but this worked for some reason and ours is not working. Or maybe because we have already checked with the user admin, that could be the reason why it is failing for some reason. If I will go here and we have the results from the first scan, we will go here and set it like this. We can remove everything till here, set the snip. We can add another snip here. I don't think it's required. Now let's dump the database payroll underscore db from here. And for this, we are gonna use another flag where we will declare which database we want to download, and it's gonna be the -d for the database name. So we will copy this whole and go here, -D. The database name is going to be the payroll DB, and we're gonna add it here, and we will say dump -all. I guess that's the one that we need. We can exclude the sysdbms because we don't need that. And yes, it is the dump all. So if I will go here, clear everything, damn it, no, clear everything, paste it here, press enter. It started parsing the database, and now it has started dumping the stuff. And it is skipping unwanted stuff. Let's see what table did it dump. Unable to retrieve column name from the table. Employee allowance and username. Fetch database SQL query provide does not return any output. And it seems the machine is broken for some reason, and the machine is the one that actually need reset, because if this could have worked, then this means this is the machine problem that solved it for some reason. I don't know. We can wait on it and see what it's doing right now. Cause not able to dump anything also doesn't make any sense. The same command that I'm using. Let's cancel this. Unable to reach the host, and paste it here. And by the time we are working here, we have the SMTP usernames here. We'll check on that later once we are done here. Okay, the machine is up. We can cancel it and go back, dump everything. If the dump worked, that means there was something messed up with the machine, and it is working this time. It seems we are dumping way more information that we need. Yep, we are dumping way more information than we need. It was a machine problem. Snip here. Unwanted size. We can go all the way up and paste the snip here. And here we have got the username and password. Username is this, something weird, and the password is super Gucci rainbow cake. We can try something further with this, like executing command using the SQL map. We'll check on that later. So we was doing the SQL injection here, and if I will send it this time, it said something. If I will copy this stuff again, intercept, press login, and put everything here, intercept off, incorrect username and password, login back, and if I will not URL encode it, forward, incorrect username and password. Again, if I will not URL encode them, but this time I will put it over here, because this will comment out everything afterwards. Let's just stick with this much, forward, and it didn't work. Is it because I'm using the SQL map and that's the one that's causing this problem? Because this attempt has already been made. or I need to remove this and now copy this, and it worked. It was because of this semicolon, but still I want to try. We send this. Where the heck is that post request? That worked. This is the one. If I will copy this and try to add it here, paste, it's working in the same manner. It's just not checking the condition afterwards, but it's going all the way down. But if I will try this, send it to repeater, and let's think we removed view and set the asterisk here. Go for the login this time. Okay, we are getting the same error. But if I'll send this, we got one. What we was looking for, one. So we got the one this time and we are successfully in. But if I will go here, paste it here and go with the or not is equal to 1, send it. We got 3 this time. If I remove this, send it. This time we got way more. Send it. Double dash. Send. We got 3 this time, which I believe is not gonna work. If I will do admin, paste, send. Yep, it don't work. Asterisk. Copy, paste, enter. Didn't work. This time. We are getting 3, but what we want is A1. So we are trying to exit the condition before, then we are going to perform or not and see if that works, right? That could be an option. If we will go with this and send it, we are still getting 3. It is not gonna work. Let's try it here. Nope. This or not condition is pretty weird. If I will just go with the or, it gonna okay. This gonna work. That's fabulous. It did work, but if I will do with the semicolon, send it. It worked this time. So if I'll go here, render, and it is working. Okay, nice. And if I will copy this, go back once, and I don't know what the hell is going on here, but this conditioning is working now. It is working. even with the semicolon. Was it because of the comment that we were making, or because of something else? See, it is working. So if I will log out, copy this whole string and go to the proxy, set it, and paste this, turn off the intercept, and boom, we are in. I don't know what's wrong with this box, but what we was trying previously will also work. So it's the box that is brain dead, it's not us who's brain dead. So be proud to yourself, and I am actually proud on myself because I wasn't wrong here. It was the machine that wasn't working how it's supposed to work. So I will stick with what I was trying, and I can use in any place. Doesn't matter if it is admin on the first or the password, cause the condition will be get checked even with the and it is checking, and the password is equal to 1. Then what we are doing afterward is we are adding or condition also, so it will check if and is there, but in sub condition it is checking for or also. So whatever it will entertain there, it is gonna bypass the condition check. Okay, but let's stick with this one because that's what we have mentioned here. On the username, it's Obsidian that I use for the note taking. If I will go here, all the payloads work. Yes, this is the official, I won't say, but consider it official. It is the Hack the Box theme. You can check in the appearance, manage, and hack the box. Here is the theme which is designed by Column. And just to be feel proud, I am also contributing in it. So here you can check the contributor, and I'm one of them. So you can try install it. Mention not, sir. Thank you very much for being here, and you're bearing me in the live. And here we have got all the payloads working in manual exploitation. It won't be all the payload. in both of the parameters, username and password, and it was something like this. The first one was this, and the second one was like this, and the third one was like without this, and the fourth one was like this. And all the above worked. Now we are going to check around as we have successfully exploited it and got the access of the tool. Sorry for my dirty vocabulary. Here it is. And just for the sake of logging, we are in. So far, I don't think we need any sort of SMTP action, but that is something that will come later on. Now let's roam around. In the application and see if we can find anything interesting there. And there is one thing that I would like to use. Extract all the links. We have the users, we have position, payroll, home, employees, department, allowance, attendance, etc. Let's visit the page users. And here I have visited the endpoint users. Or it's not an endpoint, it's actually index.php question mark page is equal to user. We can try the LFI in this page parameter, but first we're gonna check, and we can see the username and try get its password. You know what the weird thing is, when you're doing the action side by side and you're trying to take notes, it breaks sometimes apart. I don't think it shall be showing in the view source code. We can check it here. And the username is not masked, and it is saving, like we saw, it is saving it into the plain text into the database, and this can be stolen easily. The password is masked in the application, but not in the not on the not in the DB, which make it easy to visible for the attacker if he checks in the DevTools. And we have got the password again here, as it's not encrypted or masked in the request and code. Now how it can impact if someone sends or like steal your cookie or session, even if that user won't be able to get some sort of other information, but if he goes to this endpoint and try to look for the users, he will be able to read the data in there and can easily read out the password, because the session cookie has been stolen. And using that session, because that session is active, he will be able to impersonate all the information in there. And the other can be if someone's tried the CSRF attack, and that can also impact it and can steal the code which is mentioned over here. By sending you on this page, they can easily read out in the code. If I will go here into the view source code, I believe it shouldn't be showing it there, but I'm 50 or 60% sure that it should be there. Super Gookie Rainbow Cake. And if I will do here, Okay, at least it's not visible here. I'm pretty sure it's masked over here. Oh, it's not listing any code here. Interesting. But for now we have what we was looking for. If we will go back to the home and attendance, can we make any sort of upload here? But that's the second thing. First we need to check if we can perform any sort of LFI here. /etc/hosts, enter. It did trigger something, but we didn't saw anything. Let's check here. Etsy host. Too big of an output. It's not something that clean. Let's try the, instead of host, PAWSWD, because it's a pretty big information and not oriented at all. And this doesn't seem to be working, but if I will do intercept the response, that not gonna make it do anything cause we are already intercepting the response here. Position list, department name, we can edit, we can delete, allowance list, fame stuff. Is there any sort of upload section where we can make the upload request? Add employee. We can add stuff here, but I'm not sure if I will add script, alert, braces 1 slash script, middle name, last name, months, salary, department, no one cares, save it. Not sure if it is vulnerable to accesses though. It's taking its sweet time. Let's check the payroll list. Employee list. We haven't have any other employee, so let's wait. Okay, it's almost 12 here. Let's see what we have today to watch. And after that, we will go to sleep. Nothing here, and nothing good here too. Shangri-La was good. I don't think it will be able to save. Guys, watching, liking is your job, so like the stream. Not sure how many of you actually like, and the good bad part is I actually like my stream myself, so it can get a boost, and that's a bad practice. Is there any action that we can trigger and data edit successfully? Let's see what this request was. It says the deduction. This was the post, and maybe we can add stuff here. It is a PHP which is going through the boundary, and the format, it's using is from data. Will it accept the XML content boundaries there? If I will do something weird here, let's see, we can try ID. Okay, it must be working with the string only. ID or ID. Let's send it. It says 1, but this is not right. Refresh. Okay, it's just expanding the name, not doing much. But if I will do system, put it here, I think that's how it works in the PHP, right? Refresh the page. Okay, it's just taking it as a normal string. What about this? It's not working. And it didn't add the entry. Allowance. What about this? Data. It is successfully. I'm not sure if someone tried it, but we have access here, bro. And the website is broken. No, it is in this field, right? If I'll refresh it, it is triggering. Again and again, if I'll edit it, let's go here and we gonna go payloads of all thing. I just hope it is something or somewhere near here. If it is not, then it should be somewhere in here. Where the hell is it? That's sad. XSS, payload of all things. Enter, go here, and we want to fetch some good stuff. Write the collection data into a file and call that file. That can be done, but no thanks. Can we perform the LFI using the... I am forgetting the XSS. Damn it. XSS LFI. Style script format. Not this. I want local file inclusion. LFI using XSS. Well, we didn't try this also. We can give a shot. Possibly we might get some other information here, which I feel is not here. Hey, let's see if someone has reported an XSS for this application, which I'm finding hard. Let's check the view source code and go all the way down here. Not sure what application it is using, the tech stack. Okay, we will check that later. Token. I'm not sure if it will be able to add this big of a script in there, but who knows. Department list. No, it's position list. No, employee list. Deduction list. Allowance list. Yes, allowance list. Yeah, don't get too excited. Data successfully added. Okay. Click on edit. If I will go check the source code, do we have any sort of output here? We can see that it is calling the stuff from our script, but where's the output? Good stuff. We don't have the output right now. We can delete this. Maybe because we have added the same stuff into the description also, but it is triggering both at the same time. The description and other stuff. Allowance is gonna be 111. Save it. Data has been saved. XSS is triggering. I'm just not sure if it is for this only. View page source. No, it's not calling anything. We can cancel and delete it. It's gonna refresh the page and trigger the XSS again. We can try this. Save. and it seems it's not taking the iframe as an input. If I'll press enter, into the description, going back, AAA, is not entertaining it. What about if I'll add it in allowance, and description could be anything, and it's not entertaining it into the allowance also. Maybe this works. Allowance is gonna be this. Description is this. And I'm not sure what sort of check it is making there, but we can clean this. And what time it is? It's already 12 people, so with that, I guess. Ouch. We have reached somewhere. Not all the way in yet, but still somewhere. And we have found the excesses here. Not sure if someone else found this. So I'm gonna ask some question in the hack the box and see if we can do anything about it. And with that said, I guess it's time to leave, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I hope you guys had fun watching me, or you got irritated, or you didn't like it. About that, I'm not sure, but thanks for thanks for watching, guys, so far, and I appreciate your time. And with that said, I have the work tomorrow, so I'll be taking my leave. I hope wherever you are, you're doing absolutely great. If you're in the same zone as me, have a great rest of your night. If you're in another zone, have a great rest of your day, evening, or morning. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I've seen that many people watch, but they don't subscribe. I'm not sure if what's the reason. Maybe it's not in their interest of the channel, or I'm not able to provide the required information that they are seeking. That could be a reason, but that's for some other time. But thanks for watching. New here, subscribe. Older one, newer one, like the stream if you liked it, else give a dislike if you dislike it. Engagement gives the appreciation. If you're disliking it, I will be able to improve somewhere, or maybe not, cause reason could be differ. And share it with others where you can think that this can be useful for others. So with that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your time. Till then, bye bye. Good night.